everyone, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am pretty excited about today's video. It is another tag video. We are doing the book recommendations tag. Another book tag video. I gotta say, I love me a good book tag video. I like watching them. I've always liked watching them. As long as I've been watching BookTube, I've really enjoyed watching tag videos. But since I've started my own channel and I get to do the tag videos myself, I like them because, like, sometimes they really make me think. Not all answers come very quickly to me. Some are an instant, this is what it is. Some are not. So I really do get to learn a little bit about myself through these as well. So I like doing them. As always, I will put everything down below, the original creator stuff, and all of the questions. So if you would like to do them, feel free. We have 15 questions to get through, so without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, actually, I do have a small little disclaimer before we really get into it. There are 15 questions here. I don't think that this is a rule. I think it is just by preference of the YouTuber or whoever is doing the book tag, but repeat of books with the questions. Here's the thing. Yeah, it would be really cool if I didn't repeat any book with the 15 questions. But while I was perusing these questions, if you want me to be absolutely honest with you, which that is the point, and why lie, things are going to get repeated. So some books, for me, are going to be repeated on here. If that's cheating or you don't like that, I'm answering these questions honestly for you. So you're getting, in this moment, right now, what my book recommendation would be for these. So, okay, let's get started. Question number 1. A book you tell people is your favorite. Hands down, Off Balance series. Right here. Hands down. Ria and Kova. Off Balance series. That's it. Question number 2. A book that is your guilty pleasure. And I do not feel guilty by saying I read romance, and I read spicy romance, smutty romance, dark romance, all romance. The spicier the better. I like that. I don't feel guilty in saying that. I also don't think that that is a secret on this channel, that I like spicy books. But if I'm thinking like a guilty pleasure, like what is my go-to? It is an age gap. It is a forbidden romance. It's a taboo romance. Like, give me those and I'm good. So basically, like, just hand me a QB Tyler book. Hand me any QB Tyler book and I'm golden. But in a nutshell, age gap, taboo, forbidden. Give me those. Guilty pleasure all day long. Yes. Question number 3. A book everyone loved, but you didn't. This again was another no-brainer for me. Sorry, not sorry. Magnolia Parks and that whole universe. I finished the first book, pat on my back for that, and I will not continue. I do not like it. Nope. Question number 4. A book you read the fastest. I'm trying to think of a book that I read in like one sitting. That is, quite frankly, a little hard to do considering I have a job and I have an almost 5-year-old and a husband. I mean, like, I have a family. So that is kind of hard to do. However, I was trying to think of a book that I did read fast. It's so hard. Like, I read a lot of good books, and when a book is good, and it's really hard to put down. But 2 books actually came to mind for this one, and that was Love Unexpected by QB Tyler, and also Don't Kiss the Bride by Carrie and Cole. Question number 5. A book that deserves more hype. I feel like this is a popular book, but I don't see a ton of hype around it, and that is No Tomorrow by Carrie and Cole. This book lives rent-free in my head. I think about this book often. It was heart-wrenching to watch Blue's journey, him and Piper together. It was an unbelievable story. Like I said, lives rent-free in the head. I feel like it definitely deserves more hype than it gets. But check trigger warnings for sure. Question number 6. A book that is becoming a movie or a TV show. Okay, I would say Daisy Jones and the Six, but I have not read that book yet. So I think the last thing that I've read that I've seen become an adaptation to screen was Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. I read that 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and then it came to Netflix last year maybe. Oh, and then there's It Ends With Us is being adapted. Question number 7. A book that you have reread the most. This was fairly easy for me as well. I have read Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover 2 times, 3 times. Um, yeah. Also because of the soundtrack. That soundtrack. Oh, yes. And also Birthday Girl and Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I have read these both 2 or 3 times as well. So good. Especially my man Pike right here. Yes. Question number 8. A book from a genre you don't typically read. This one I actually had to think about for a minute, but I feel like I'm going to go back to my old roots here when I primarily read mystery, thriller, suspense books. And what really stuck out to me was the Kate Burkholder series by Linda Castillo. This is now a 15-book series. Like, damn. I think I only read like the first 3 or 4 in this series, but I really enjoyed them. Again, mystery, suspense, thriller. Takes place in Ohio on the border of where like the Amish country is. And Kate Burkholder is the main character. She's also a detective for the small town that she lives in. She used to be a part of the Amish community and is no longer. So her old and her new life kind of intermingle within the series. And it was just, I really enjoyed it. Really great books. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely did not read 15 of them or realize that there were 15. That's some crazy shit right there. But if you like suspense and mystery thriller, maybe to go check those out. Really good books. I really enjoyed those. Question number 9. A book that deserves all the hype it gets. I mean, no other than Heartless. I'm sorry. This book is hyped up, and it lived up to all the hype for me. There's nothing else to say. It lived up. Question number 10. A book you usually recommend when asked to give a recommendation. Okay, I have a couple here. If you are someone who is just diving into the romance genre and kind of want to dip your feet in a little bit, I recommend Archer's Voice. You can't go wrong with this one. If you like romance and you want a little extra, I'm going to recommend Birthday Girl. Because yes, it goes that extra mile, but it is so good. I mean, you've got your age gap, you've got your little bit of taboo and forbidden here, you've got your boyfriend's dad and the angst and the slow burn, and this book screams to me like what I love about reading. It's all right here. I mean, so there. And then I kind of had to step back into my YA days. If somebody is looking for a good YA book and maybe they don't want to dive completely into fantasy, I recommend the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. I really enjoyed this series. I think this series has 6 books, and then the follow-up series, which is the Bloodline series, that as well has 6 books. Very quick read. There's not a ton of crazy world building. It's our world basically with vampires and witches thrown in, but it is a great starter to jump into YA. Question number 11. A book that has your favorite characters. No questions. It is the Boys of Tommen series. All of these characters. I love Shannon. My heart beats for Johnny. Gibbsy is my boy. I need more of him. I love Joey. I love Eva. I love them all. I love Johnny's parents. I live for these characters. I love them all. I absolutely love each and every one of these characters. So then we're going to jump into question number 12, which is a book you wish you could live in. Back to the Boys of Tommen series. I want to live in this world. These are my favorite characters. So why wouldn't I want to live in the world that my favorite character is? To be a part and live with Johnny's family, and then be a part of his friend group that is just absolutely amazing and I cannot get enough of, I would sign me up. Sign me up. And then also, I get to live in Ireland, where I've always wanted to visit. So it's like a win-win on all sides situation. Sign me up. Question number 13. A book you thought you would hate but ended up loving. This one I had to think about for a second. Don't typically gravitate towards books that I don't think that I would at least like. Like, what is the point of wasting my time? I already have a really hard time DNFing a book. So to just be in a book that I don't like, what is the point of that? But a book that I wasn't sure about, I didn't really know anything about, and so was kind of scared to jump into, was a recent book, which was Painted Scars by Neva Altaj. I definitely did not think that I was going to like this book as much as I did. I liked it so much, I want to continue on with the series. It is an interconnected 6-book series, and I'm excited to do that. So yes. Question number 14. A book that made you cry. Again, I have a couple different answers here for you. These books made me cry for different reasons and also like a different level of crying. Ugly cry. I don't ever remember crying this much, this hard at a book. It was almost like, I mean, it was reminiscent of watching like a good movie, and that is Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh, the Boys of Toman series. Cried so hard, literally had a box of tissues next to me. That's how bad I cried. If you know, you know. If you haven't read it, please, please pick this up. Oh my god. I definitely teared up in a few different places for a few different reasons to Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This was gut wrenching in places, and a few key phrases still get me. But yeah, definitely cried to this one. And then the first time I read It Ends With Us, I did cry at the very end. If you've read it, you know why. And I also did a little bit of crying with No Tomorrow, which I previously mentioned with another question. This one gets me. And that brings us to the final question, which is question 15. A book you wish you could read for the first time. Honestly, really no cop out here. Like any book that I've listed on this video. I would love to read like The Birthday Girl again. For the first time. I've already read it 2 or 3 times. It gets better each time, but that first time, like my love for Age Gap and Taboo, this. So yeah, I would love to read this one again. Well, that is it. Those are the 15 questions for the book recommendation tag. I hope that you've gotten some good recommendations out of this. If there's a book from any of these questions that you think that you might pick up, please let me know what it is down below. I'm excited to hear what that is. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Also, click that little bell notification so that you get notified when a new video comes up. But that will do it for today's video. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.